And here we go, guys, with stage 2, the first proper road stage of the Volta a la Comunitat Valenciana. We are going up to the climb of the Font de Partagat after taking on the Benimantel and Col de Rates. We are going to send a rider in the break if they are looking like they're going to get pegged back, or we don't feel comfortable and feel like we could win from that breakaway. We are going to drill it up the Col de Rates, down the backside of it, and attack early on the Port de Bemantel with Ivan Sosa. We are going to look to get Kobo in the break and maybe send someone with him, maybe Erebar or even Miguel of Fernandez, just get him up the road. But yeah, that's going to be the plan. Favorites, João Almeida, obviously, with the 79. Aronsman is our closest with 76, but even then on the big mountains, he should have us covered. Yeah, we'll see you guys on the start line, and I'll work out what we're doing. And here we are on the start line, and with the way the race day conditions go, Kobo is not going to be our one going up the road. It is hopefully going to be Irabar on a nice +2 day with the assistance of Fernandez. Uriarte is probably going to ideally hold the front and kind of drag back any attempt at a breakaway until we have our people at the front. Going to jump in the wheel when possible without expelling any red. Kobo is up here at the front waiting for Iribar. We're going to launch on this orange bit at the bottom there. Iribar is going to jump in the wheel. With Fernandez's sprint, it should allow us to launch a little bit easier as we hopefully collect these guys. We're going to keep going right until the base of that. Once we get the breakaway established, we'll cut away and cut back as we start the Col de Rates. And as we cut back, I'm just going to count this as the break of the day. We have not had more than 2 minutes at any stage of this race. Lots and lots and lots of riders from this team. Wagner, Bazin, WB. No one I'm overly worried about. Mathis is close to our ability. Dittier is probably going to be his big support rider. Bickmore is here. Cadena, who's the national champion of Mexico, I think. Either that or the actual team is just wearing that jersey. Isasa up here. Martinelli, Taquero, Brambilla, who is a worry for me and my stage win ambitions. Sivikov, who murders any chance I have of a stage win. If we take him to the finish, it's just game over. So that likely means we allow the pace to be high back in the peloton, where I need water. So Kovo can go back and get me some. Yeah, Iribar is on a good day, but it's never going to be enough against riders of the caliber that we'd be up against. I will cut back likely when we start the real ascent of the Col de Res. And here we are at the base of the Col de Rates. The plan is Fernandez is going to drag us as far up this climb as he can in an attempt to make the peloton work. We don't want to do the working in the peloton. We don't want to stick our riders on the front. We want the work to be done for us. So the quicker Fernandez takes us up this climb, Iribar is going to take us back down the far side at a rate of knots. The harder the peloton has to work throughout all of it. And the harder they work, the harder the race gets. And obviously, if we can have less teammates from other teams, it makes our attack early on this climb a lot more feasible. Because what usually happens is at that bit where it peaks and then goes down a little bit, obviously the power of just the numbers in the peloton take over and really make it hard. But this gap looks tiny. as everything is strung out, we are going to up our pace at least a little bit, trying to put some hurt in the legs of the peloton, who is eating into our gap, which likely means the pace is high, and you can see that by even the fact that Ivan Sosa is starting to get a little bit energy coming out. Carlos Rodriguez stuck here. Some part of me feels like I clicked the wrong Rodriguez, because in my head I didn't see Rodriguez on the start list. I thought I saw the other one, which I can have a quick check of. Where's Ineos on this? Oh no, it is Carlos. He might have DNF'd or something. I saw one of the races just before. He wasn't there. We have dropped someone over the top of this climb. Means is done. Gebra Heisiger is doing the work for no one. Who would he be riding for? Milan Consoni, Hula Twins, Varchek maybe? He's the best chance they've got the stage win. Fernandez is going to continue doing what he can and is doing an incredible ride, towing this breakaway right up where it's needing to be. And hopefully this peloton decides to get a move on at some stage. Annoyingly, Sivakov hasn't worked all day either. Because ideally, if we could have had Sivakov work all day, we could kind of cope a little bit better with him. Not the way the pennies have dropped as we come down the backside of this climb. Fernandez is going to continue doing what he's doing. Peloton largely in one piece, although it's called A1 for the moment. I'm not quite sure why they don't think it's the Peloton, as we are way too far back, and that is not where they've ever been told to be. So I will ask them to come up to the front. Are they all attacking each other? Or is these guys... They aren't attacking, they're just trying to split it almost. As we are caught by the peloton. Fernandez has done his job. Iribar might just go straight to the front and keep that tempo high. You get kind of permission to just chill. Uriarte stays behind the split with hopefully a few people. Not sure we'll have caught anyone out, but we can always hope. Fernandez goes out the back. Sosa and Para. Jesus. They are going at a rate of knots up this climb. These two guys can just be done. I cannot lie, I do not remember the last time I played this game and they went at this speed up an entire climb for seemingly no reason. We're going to send Iribar back to the front. I want this tempo staying high over the top. So we might actually make some sort of kind of lead out trade up this climb. If Para and Sosa get themselves up towards the front, just get all of our boys up as we pop the energy gels. Being up towards the front is going to be key for what we plan on doing. We're just going to sit up here and ideally just follow wheels as long as we can. As gaps start to form, Sosa starts to lose the wheel. Back into it now. Energy gels have started working. Iribar is about to run out of energy. Staying in this front group is going to be absolutely imperative for what we have planned. Hopefully Iribar can hop onto the wheel again. As Para's about to go flat. Sosa about to go flat. 1k to go, and he's out of energy. Can we get Iribar up in front of him? We can. Sosa is just going to have to try and hold on. Not sure it's going to go particularly well. 0.5k to go, and we're still dragging our way up this climb, losing another 2 minutes. Being caught so far behind at the bottom of the Porte de Mantel, it's not gone well. Losing, I think, 2 minutes on this climb. Arensman comes in extremely late. They must have been riding for Rodriguez and drilled it at some point. Losagu and Kobo come through. Oriati comes through. Fernandez did a great race today, but just was not enough. As Ethan Vernon comes through as the last rider, very, very slowly. Let's see how much time. That, yeah, 1 minute 47. But we did get 20th and 16th on the stage, which should jump us up quite significantly. 97 positions, up to 34th. I think the target is a top 10. I think it's extremely possible, especially with these stages to come. We're going to go all in on this stage over these 2 climbs, and then really just rip it up the Porte del Remedio, and then hopefully that small group is all going to work together and we just find even more time going up, and ideally we can have dropped the kind of at least a few of the weaker riders, and maybe even a Groschatner or a Baroncini, just get them at the back and all sorted. But anyway, if you enjoyed, I hope you did. Like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want to do, and we will see you next time for stage 3.